welcome back to Quarantine Kitchen Panama. Our quarantine has now been extended an additional 30 days, so we've got lots of time. It's a rainy day here today, so Bubs and I decided to make some comfort food. I'm going back to my southern roots. We're going to make some shrimp étouffée. We're going to teach you how to do a proper roux, the Holy Trinity, and enjoy some really yummy shrimp. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start our roux. Now, roux is very simply just equal parts flour and some sort of fat. A lot of times in the South, we're bad about using bacon fat, but we don't do that here. We don't have that much bacon to begin with, and the people that are going to be eating this aren't really going to eat that. So we're going to go ahead and use part vegetable oil and part butter. So we're going to go ahead and put some butter in our pot. Get it cranked on so it starts heating. And just plain vegetable oil. Our oil has heated up nicely. It's got a little bubble to it. We're going to start adding our flour slowly, stirring the whole time. Now the thing about a roux is you can't rush a roux. You've got to slow cook it over about a medium heat, and you need to really kind of babysit it. You can't walk away from a roux. You got to keep stirring it and incorporating that flour. What you're wanting to do is to basically toast the flour and get it to a nice nutty smell, which we'll get into later. It takes about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how dark you want your roux to be. But see how that's already getting a nice creamy, it's already smelling good. So we've got equal parts, a cup of fat and a cup of flour. We're just going to slowly stir this. I turn my heat down just a little bit to about a medium and let this toast up. So I switched to a whisk simply to get the little flour clumps out. You want your roux to be nice and smooth, and it's starting to toast up nicely. I said you've got a little bit of time, so in the meantime while this is browning, and you do need to keep watching it, we're going to get our veg. Remember at the beginning of quarantine we froze what we had so it would last for a while. So we still have some green pepper, some white onion, and we were able to get a little bit of celery. Now this in Cajun cooking is what's known as the Holy Trinity. It is onion, celery, and green peppers. Now it's similar to the mirepoix in French style cooking, which is onion, celery, and carrot. No carrot in this type of recipe. The Cajuns start with the green pepper, and it's pretty much the base of all Cajun cooking, the roux and the trinity. So our roux is about halfway there. You notice it's starting to darken up and toast a little bit. It's starting to smell so nutty. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So we're gonna give it a quick little whisk and then go back to preparing our trinity. We got our trinity diced up, again, just onions, green bell peppers, and celery. And now we're gonna get our stock. Here on the islands, we, especially in high season, sell a lot of shrimp. So we save the shells and the vegetable scraps that we cut, and we reduce it down and make our own little shrimp ice cube stock cubes, which comes in really handy for any recipe you want to do. Basically, to make this, you're going to take, which we don't quite have a full one here yet, but a full bag of veg and a full bag of shrimp shells, boil it down for about 2-3 hours, strain it, reduce it a little further, pour it in ice cubes, and there you go. You got instant stock without all the MSG, without all the salt, without all the crap that's in the store-bought stuff. So it's really nice to go ahead and save all those scraps. It's free. So to this, we're going to add a little bit of water, because these are very strong and very reduced. We're going to make it about 2 cups to start, and we'll see where we go from there. Look at this beautiful, nice, rich color. Now you could go a little darker, but for this recipe, since we are doing a shrimp étouffée, you don't want it too dark. That's more like for gumbos and jambalayas, but this is a nice medium dark roux. Beautiful, it smells so nutty. Again, I wish you could smell this. So to this, we're gonna add our trinity. You're gonna see it instantly bubbles up, and it's gonna get coated with all that yumminess. The oil and the flour immediately starts getting thick. This is the base right here, the roux and the trinity to all good Cajun cooking. And from here you could go just about anywhere. Like I said, today we are doing a shrimp étouffée. Look at that, oh, so good. So We're gonna go ahead and add our shrimp stock with our shrimp ice cubes. Bring that up to a boil and let that simmer for a while. So it's only been a couple of minutes and look how nice and thick and rich this has become. Étouffée actually means smothered, and this couldn't get any more smothered than that. These vegetables are going to be so nice and tender and so flavorful by the time we're done with this stock. So right now is the time to add our spices. We're going to add a little bit of Tony Sassarez, the ultimate Cajun Creole seasoning. Can't go wrong with that. A little bit of cayenne. You spice it up, make it as hot as you like it. Do it about medium. Some paprika. The bay leaf, I'm going to put 2 for a pot this size. And traditionally you use Tabasco or Crystal, but unfortunately we don't get that here. So we're going to incorporate our local hot sauces made right here in Bastimentos. And it's pretty good, it's pretty flavorful. It's kind of a mixture between a habanero and a regular jalapeno. So we're going to add a little bit of that. And we're going to continue to simmer this for a while. Now it's been simmering for about 5 more minutes and it is just a paste. It is so nice. All those seasonings have gotten in there and flavored this. So at this point it's time to add just a little bit more water. Bring it up to a little bit of a soupy consistency that we're going to reduce before we add our shrimp. Alright, so while the shrimp étouffée is simmering, our good friend Calypso Joe is here to play us a song. If anyone ever comes to Boca del Toro, he's going to be the first person to meet and greet you at our little airport here. He is the meter reader for Bocas and from Bastimentos right here on this island. Joe's going to play us a song.
Sure, I play you my original song.
What are you going to play for us, Joe?
One song that I wrote, I make this song my own inspiration. Like a bomb underneath my bed. It's a true story.
Okay.
True story.
You're going to love it.
Who put the bomb underneath my bed? Who put the bomb underneath my bed? I am not a politician. I'm just the king of Calypso. Then who put the bomb underneath my bed? The day when I die, I want nobody at my graveside to cry. Everybody must be brave, and they must sing Calypso at my grave. The day when I die, I want nobody at my graveside to cry. Everybody must be brave, and they must sing Calypso at my grave. One day I visit the cemetery just to visit my family. Just as I went up the hill, 2 people walking around, and I hide behind a tree was to see what they were doing. They took it on the old man, they make love on the grandfather too. Then do it on everybody too, and then will do it right on my too. Yes, they do it on the old man, they make love on the grandfather too. Then do it on everybody too. They will make love right on your
Joe, that was awesome. Étouffée is about ready for you to shine. I'm going to show you his CD, which has the feature song, Bomb, Boom, underneath his head. Check him out. Calypso Joe. He's all over FaceTime, Facebook.
all over you find YouTube, yes.
Well, you're on YouTube with him now. Lots of people right here. So check him out, and we're about to try some food. Thanks for playing your song for us, Joe. We're going to try some shrimp étouffée. We're going to dish it up here in this bowl. Isn't that yummy? And I'm not even, you can smell it. I'm not even going to begin to tell anyone how to cook rice. So we're just going to top it with a little bit of basic white rice. You don't need to season this rice, maybe a little salt. The shrimp étouffée has enough seasoning.
Thank you.
Might be a little hot. You can go. I gotta taste this with
Thank you.
So, shrimp étouffée.
Delicious. I didn't know you could cook like this.
You Joe know a lot of things. Joe and I have been good friends for a long time. I can teach you how to cook if you teach me how to play guitar. How about that?
I tell you something, I can cook.
Oh, no
I-
deal then.
I can cook. But I guess I could never do it better.
Well, next time maybe we'll have you cook something. Thanks,
Why
Joe.
not? This is great.
That's a wrap for Quarantine Kitchen. Shrimp Étouffée. I'm going to hand it over to Joe. See y'all next time.
Sexy old lady, you know how to dance. Sexy old lady, the Bible and give the young girl a chance. Look at jamboree, and old lady really kill me. I think I will to dance, but I never had a chance. But when she brought me around me waist, she made me like flat on me face. Then she said, go away. Come on, let me dance. That's me and a holla, sexy old lady. You don't know how to dance. Sexy old lady. The Bible and give the young girl a chance. Sexy old lady. You don't know how to dance. Sexy old lady. The Bible and give the young girl a chance. But if I pass the floor, I was heading straight by the door. But the lady was in the room, and the skin was black and blue. So she hold me by the hand and dropped me from the flip and stand. Then she said, you in the road, I may be known for sexy and cool and a holla, sexy old lady. You don't know how to dance. Sexy old lady, the Bible and give the young girl a chance. I went to a physician to make a check on my condition. He said, it's a wonder I am alive. You could imagine